Hey, oozes and bunnies. This is a preview of the most recent Party Planning, an extra podcast that the Join the Party crew makes for our Patreon. If you want to listen to the whole thing, go to patreon.com/jointhepartypod. Check out this preview.
Eric, what's that smell?
I don't know. What does it smell like? Tell me what it smells like.
Okay, so it smells like wet leaves
Okay.
and
Good start.
apples, the best fruit,
They have best fruit. Yeah, absolutely. No one would ever
Yeah.
say that apples aren't good.
and maybe like the end of a honkin' weird heirloom tomato.
This is a really weird one.
Yeah,
It's
maybe,
really bumpy and it's a weird color.
Yes, maybe some cider. Maybe like the smell of a waffle knit beanie. It's fall, baby.
It's going to be 45 degrees in the morning. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are entering your peak season, which is the overlap of heirloom tomato and apple season as we get into the fall. And so, Eric, because you give so much to us, the people,
Wow, the people.
your
everyone out
players, the audience of Join the Party, I thought, you know what Eric would really enjoy? A bunch of autumnal one-shots, baby.
there. Wow. Okay.
So what I've done is prepared a table of different settings, objectives, hijinks, and friends that
Okay.
you might meet out in your autumnal wonderland. And so my thought is that you will roll D10s to
Okay.
roll on these tables, and then you will talk about what you might encounter, like as the DM from your DM brain or a player from your player brain, what you might think about, encounter, and want to add into these encounters.
Sure. Absolutely.
Make sense?
I think so. So I just I'm going to go through my mind palace.
Yeah.
Which again, for those of you who want to know what my mind palace looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like an apple orchard. Like it has the place for you to buy jam and a pie. And you're going to take your picture inside of a thing with a scarecrow.
Yeah, cut out.
You can put your face through cut out. And then you can get lost in a corn maze. And in there is where I keep all my memories.
That's really good. How about is there a cutout where the parents could be the kids and the kids could be the parents?
Well, I think that it's up to you. There's definitely ones up high and ones down
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
And depending on whoever wants to do it, it's you can be a little pumpkin or a scarecrow or a farmer or a stalk of corn.
That's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll talk through together how this could come together, because we have to rationalize the things on the table. And then you can either talk about a build of a character that you think will be well suited to that encounter, or I can sort of prompt you on things that might make it a little dangerous. How might we technically, mechanically get through it?
Sure. So we're going to go individually through each one of these tables.
Yeah.
Per situation.
No, we're good. Yes, exactly. So we're gonna roll, and we'll do as many as we have time for. If one of them we really love, then we'll step down on it, and if one of them is meh, pretty straightforward, then we'll move on.
All right. I mean, I'm going to try to be myself.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm going to embody myself as much as possible during these one shots.
I think that's great.
Okay.
All right, so let's get our first roll. So we have 4 columns. You can just read the numbers to me in order, and I'll tell you what you got.
All right. My first one is 10.
Great. So our setting is a cabin.
Okay, cabin. Now, is it just is it a spooky cabin, or is it just one upstate that I get with my friends?
Upstate fall retreat cabin.
Oh, gotta have an upstate fall
Yep.
retreat cabin. What's the point of being an adult if you can't pay money to go to someone else's house
I know.
in the middle of nowhere?
Each of these settings, I was I want Eric to roll it and be I do want to go there.
That is what I want to do. That's an 8 for me.
Okay, so 8, our objective is
Okay.
to entrap an enemy when we're at this cabin.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Got it. Who am I entrapping?
That's what we're gonna come up with. That's what
Okay,
we're going to
figure
go
out
through.
who
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
All right. 9.
Okay. So there are some hijinks, and the hijinks we run into in this scenario is that a flash mob endangers the public.
Great. Okay. Good.
Yep.
Good to know. And a 6.
And the newfound friend is a too realistic scarecrow.
Okay.
So we're
I'm
at
a cabin.
autumnal cabin.
I'm at an autumnal cabin.
Yep.
I need to entrap someone,
Yes, an enemy.
an enemy
Yeah.
of some sort. There's a flash mob.
That endangers the public.
Yeah. Also, like, I think
Don't
that there's
all-
a flash mob happening in 2023.
Yeah. I thought it would be a good throwback, but sometimes you have to deal with something unexpected. I'm thinking about your turkey carcasses. That was a real like flash mob endangering the public from campaign 2. But
That wasn't me. I didn't come up with
that
the
wasn't
flash
you.
mob.
You're
I
right.
didn't do
You're
that.
right.
It's like, but I like the idea that we're singing like a Bruno Mars song. Obviously,
Yep.
It's a flash mob for something from 2012.
I think I'm going to marry you. Exactly.
Because before I'm like, oh no, there's some TikTokers
Yeah.
filming themselves in my path.
Yes.
But no, it's a flash mob.
Uh-huh.
Because only now are we doing the Harlem Shake?
Maybe they're flash mobbing for a TikTok.
No,
Like-
no, everyone on TikTok would not know what a flash mob is.
Maybe they're educating people about what a flash mob is and they really want to know. Maybe it's
Flash
the like
mob education. That's what's wrong with our public schools right
Yes.
now. Is there's no flash mob education.
Yes. You guys don't know about OK Go's music videos and you don't know about flash mobs. You're never going to appreciate democracy if you don't know about those two things.
OK Go recorded a new music video and it was like a Rube Goldberg and I'm like, guys,
Tough.
please stop.
Tough.
It's like I'm sure this took 100 tries.
Yeah.
But like, man,
It's tough.
and all it did there was a lot of references to like old videos of theirs, and I'm like, guys, even you're reusing your IP.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, it
That's
was
tough.
ridiculous. Yeah.
And then the fourth
Scarecrow.
element here is you have a newfound friend that you meet along the way, and it's a too realistic scarecrow.
Is the Scarecrow alive?
It's just too realistic,
It's
and
just
it's
too
up to us. If I were the DM of this one shot, then I would say the scarecrow absolutely comes alive in like the third act of this one shot.
Oh, okay, but only by the end. I need to
Yeah.
figure it
At
out.
first,
Okay.
you're like, you're rolling really high, and it's like, no, I don't know. It's just there. It's just, wow, really realistic. I don't know. And then, yeah, it will come alive.
It takes so much organization to go to a cabin upstate
Yeah.
with my friends that like I can't believe I'm burning all of that to entrap someone, and even if it's in an enemy. And I love doing things to enemies.
You love
of
trapping
mine.
enemies. Yeah.
But would I burn all of this organization on this is kind of a bummer. I feel like this is going to have to be like
Okay.
this is like me in a Bourne movie. It's like
Yeah.
It's like someone's been tracking me and all the things that I like. It's like it's fall.
Yeah.
Eric Silver's going upstate. This is the perfect time for us to assassinate him because he's an element of the government and we put the nuclear codes in
Yeah.
his brain and he could say it at any time. And then of course it's like a John Wick situation.
Yeah.
Where then I like entrap them and set them up, even though I'm an assumer.
No, that's really good. If you didn't want to make the cabin trip a
No,
mission,
it would be a lot of like someone thinking they're tracking me, but I've set up an elaborate plan. Like the mouse.
this is like a hidey hole or something.
No. Like instead of a cat and mouse game, it's like actually
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
the mouse and I'm the cat.
Yeah.
So it like someone like has hacked into my Airbnb records.
Good.
And is seeing that I'm going to the same cabin that I went to with my
Oh,
friends.
yes.
But then I turned it around on them.
Okay.
And I think that it becomes like a Home Alone situation.
Good.
With the very realistic scarecrow.
Yeah.
To like, oh, someone's home, and then it's the scarecrow, and then I get him.
That's really good, Eric. How does the flash mob come into this?
I think that's
Do you escape in it?
yeah. I think that they're trying to assassinate me when I'm in the town square of the small town that we go to. And Amanda, what's the name of the small town? DM?
Woolsworth.
Yeah, Woolsworth, New York. Absolutely, Woolsworth, New York.
Yep.
And what's like the thing that's gotten really popular on TikTok there?
Well, it
Like
is.
the one store.
It is Woolsworth used to mill wool,
Okay.
but now there is one of those, those like a ninja knitters who like knit trees. Like they'll
No.
knit like a coat, so that people will like go out into the world and like knit a cozy around a tree or a mailbox or like a lamppost or something, and, like knit it onto it.
Just
Like
as like street as like
a
guerrilla
street art,
street
guerrilla
Yeah,
knitting.
street
Yeah,
art.
guerrilla knitting is what I was like,
Oh, okay.
ninja. No,
Ninja knitting. No, that's different.
So,
That's different.
yes, I think there is an entire like old general store that's been preserved, and every item in it has a knitted cozy.
Oh, of course, and it's like antiques and stuff.
Yeah.
And like hot honey,
Yes,
and that one olive
and like
oil.
a expensive marshmallow kit.
Yeah, right. Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think that like I'm walking around the I'm like walking around the Woolsworth. I'm enjoying it, and then I go in there, and then the flash mob happens for Bruno Mars.
Yes.
I want to marry you.
So
And
is it a proposal?
No, I think it's an education campaign.
Okay, good.
To teach people
This is what flash mobs
Teach
used to
people
be.
about flash mobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's modern history.
Great.
And then that's how they lose me in the crowd, yeah. And I'm
Incredible.
being hunted down by like an assassin, by like a
Yeah.
government assassination squad.
Good.
Yeah.
And you entrap your enemy. And what have you done? What is the thing where like we flash back to the beginning of the movie and you've set up, the cause for your eventual escape? Like, how do you set up the enemy so that he is the one who is trapped?
What do you mean? Oh, like, well, what do you mean?
So like you're entrapping the enemy. Like you are getting him stuck somewhere. And
Sure.
so do you get him arrested? Do you just get him like stuck in the flash mob so you can get away? Is there like a bigger plot, like a way that you like defeat the enemy once and for all? Or is this like movie 3 of the installment and this is a 10 movie franchise?
No, I think that this is the third act and the very real life Scarecrow.
Yes.
I think that I've been home aloneing it, right?
Yes, yes,
They
yes.
know that we're at home, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna set up a movie night in the basement, and then that's how I trap them in the basement.
Ooh,
and then I
good.
kill them.
Great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've
And I
scoped it out. You like
yeah.
a hidey hole in like the crevasse nearby.
Yeah,
like,
like
in a cave.
like a black ops
Dead drop.
group
Yeah.
has moved into the cabin, and then they all go in the basement, and that's when I get them.
That's really good.
And I get them.
So then in the credit sequence of this movie, which I'm loving so much, is there like a fall treat or maybe a teaser for movie 4 of you like going on to a next adventure? Do you like eat a candy apple or something? Like
Yeah,
what do you
and that's when I get invited to the Avengers.
Samuel L. Jackson's on the Metro North.
Samuel L. Jackson is like, Eric Silver, I wanted you to hear about the Avengers Initiative.
Incredible.
And then he's like, hold on. Oh, no, I have apple cider donut on my hands. Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to retroactively give this one shot the title of Wanted in Woolsworth.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's good. Yeah. I think what I would like more is a reveal of the villain for the next. I was joking about the Avengers Initiative.
Also
Funny,
good.
because we're doing comedy. But I think what I want is more of a reveal for like a villain from the comics.
Okay.
And I think like this would be like a real Kraven the Hunter situation, where I'm getting hunted down, or maybe I'm getting hunted down by evil Eric. Could be pretty cool.
Oh,
That'd be fun.
That would be good.
Yeah, where I have like everything on my body's reversed and I have a big scar and I'm blonde.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
And I play both parts.
That's
and people are
very
really excited
good.
about that for the next movie.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then later you get extremely into crypto. It's an Army Hammer joke. Not really appropriate in this day and age. I take it back. Too bad it's live. But that'd be really good. And it would allow you to answer the question of when you say, oh, I'm a twin, people are like, oh my God, you look the same. And you're like, no. Like now
Right,
you can
the
say,
whole time I
yes,
say
but a
I'm a
mirror
twin.
and I'm blonde, big scar.
Right. Big scar. That's the thing. Okay. Yeah.
Excellent, Eric. How'd that feel?
This was not what I thought we were doing today. I thought you were going to we were going to roll 3 tables and we are going to kind of like put together a scenario, like a situation, or like set the scene of like what I like doing. But you're like, no, here's the action movie you're in. I like the series of fall action movies
All right.
that I'm doing, which is funny.
I think we should roll with that.
All right. I mean, you know what's on the tables. I don't even know what's on the tables.
I do know it's on the tables. Let's, speaking of the tables, roll again.
Okay. That's a 1.
Our setting is a pumpkin farm.
Of course, it has to be at a pumpkin farm. That's a 10.
The objective is to perform a heist.
Okay, great. See, I told you, I'm saying this is a series of fall
You're right.
action movies. This should be a new thing. Instead of Christmas movies, these are fall movies, explicitly. in
Imagine
the
someone
fall.
like running through a field of crisp leaves.
Yeah,
Delicious.
yeah.
That was great. My favorite part was the accent work. If you like that, you gotta hear the rest of Party Planning by joining the Patreon at patreon.com/jointhepartypod.